What's going on, fam? So obviously recently moved, hence the mess in the new apartment. But for a while now I've been looking for a new seat. Say hi, Trigger. For my 2022 Street Bob, and I wanted something a little bit different, though I like my stock seat. So luckily these folks, hello buddy, these folks at CCRider reached out and they wanted me to review their seat. So I ordered a seat from them, and let's take a look at this bad boy. Now, before I open and install this, there's something I really want to talk about CCRider, because there's something that I really liked about them. Trigger apparently likes it too. There's something that I really liked about them, but first let's take a look at the seat and get it installed. Cool. Let's see the main seat and then the pillion seat. Hang on, let's go outside real quick. So yeah, now I got my new Harley Davidson cover. Now that I moved, I gotta keep it covered up, but let's take this cover off. Okay, so the stock seat on the Street Bob, this seat here comes with this cross stitching on the leather here and down here, and it's got the, I don't know what you call these patterns, but it's pretty simple. Now I love the look and I love the feel of this seat. I love it. I think it's fantastic. So let's take a look at the seat that I got. Alright, so CCRider was a company I'd never really heard of before until they reached out to me. So let's hope these seats are great. They're supposed to be gel inserted and all this kind of fun stuff. So ta-da! So it looks pretty much like the other seat. It doesn't have the cross leather stitching here. Doesn't have the cross leather stitched here. But I love the look of the orange stitching on it. It's fantastic. Look at that. That is pretty. Feels a little hard because obviously it's a brand new seat, but it should work in. Feels like there's gel in there. That's really cool. And they install exactly the same as the stock seats. Again, the company is CCRider. So let's put these back. Oh, hang on. Let's look at the pillion seat. Ooh, same thing. Ah, man, I'm not crazy that these brackets are chrome, but still, the seat looks pretty good. It looks a little bit longer than the one that's on there now. All right, so here we have them. The stock versus CCRider. I love the orange stitching. Now, the thing that's throwing me off is the chrome bracket here. So this is a two-piece bracket, while this one, now you see the CCRider seat pillion is a little bit longer, but this one is one solid bracket and it's riveted in there, so you can't take that bracket off. Damn, this one's riveted in there too. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'll probably hit these brackets with engine enamel. What's the bracket like here? Rivets. What is up with both Harley and CCRider doing rivets? Why can't we do screws? That is weird. I do love the seats. They look awesome. Now, as far as installation is concerned, brackets are the same. This seat's specific for the Street Bob. Let's look at the back side of these seats. Look exactly the same. Bracket here, bracket here, bracket here, bracket here. All the rubber points are there. So beautiful. Trigger likes them too. Let's get these installed. Say hi. Seat installation is pretty straightforward. Just make sure this bracket fits under here, and then you put the screw on here. So let's do that. It's there. Fits perfectly. Now, on the Street Bob, it's a two-part thing. So here we are. Now we just put this screw right here. Now sometimes they come with these hand screws. Actually, they always come with two hand screws here. I recommend you put these on tightly because people tend to steal these quite easily. So let's put on the second screw. I think it looks pretty freaking awesome. I love the orange stitching on this. Alright, so there we have it. It looks pretty sweet. And I actually don't really mind the chrome brackets there, but still, I think those should be black. Alright, let's get this puppy on the road and see what it feels like. Backpack secured. Let's get to work. First seat, not bad. Feels pretty good. Still a little hard because obviously, like I just said, it's a brand new seat. But I love the look and it feels pretty good so far. Let's see how we feel after a ride. In the meantime, let me talk about what I said about CCRider that I liked a lot better over the other seats that I was looking at. Alright, so if you look through their website, actually this seat holds me in, feels like it holds me in a little bit better than the other one. So if we look at CCRider's website, they have what seems to be most of the stock seats for Harley with different color patterns. So if you like your seat, but you want a different color pattern, CCRider might be a good option for you. So obviously I was looking at the usual suspects, Harley, of course, HDMC. I was looking at Saddleman, I was looking at Mustang, Corbin, and at the Corbin seat. By the way, we're almost at the drawing date for the CBR 600RR. If you haven't signed up yet, do it now. Corbin did the seat for the CBR 600RR. It's a great seat, but they didn't have exactly what I was looking for as far as my Harley. CCRider reached out and they had exactly what I was looking for, a stock seat with the orange stitching, or a seat that looks like the stock seat with the orange stitching. Now I was looking also at I looked at Saddleman, I looked at Mustang, I looked at Corbin, HDMC. There's a couple others that I looked at, but I just couldn't find something that I liked. Now the typical or the classic seat for these style of bikes is the Saddleman Step Up. I love the look of the Saddleman Step Up, and you can get it customized with a bunch of different colors, but I don't like how the Step Up seats. I've tried it before on other people's bikes. I actually had a Step Up seat when I very first bought this bike, and I did not like it. I ended up returning it. So, and I love the way the stock seat sits on this bike. So let's finish up this ride. Let's get to work, and we'll see how my bum feels at the end of it. Let's go. Alright, so we're almost there, and after a half an hour of riding, my bum feels great. So while I talk, let me show you guys some of the other designs that CCRider has. So I'm absolutely loving this seat so far. It's been about a half an hour. My bum feels great. Somebody's going to take that and clip it. Alright, so let's get parked up here. Look at Bob's bike. That thing is sick. Look at this thing. It's freaking sick. Tell me a little bit about your bike.
2006 Springer, first year of the 200 back tire.
It is sick. Look at the spring suspension on this thing.
I got the Johnny pipes, 2-in-1. This was all the last year that Harley did the painted parts.
Oh, this was painted by Harley?
Harley, and on the other
wow.
side as well. This was done by Harley.
That is really, really cool.
Look,
what about that one? That wasn't done by Harley.
Not done by Harley.
Still, though, well, it's sick, man. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. This is Bob at Peterson's. If you need a bike, come see me, and then I'll hook you up with him. All right. So there's the seat. So far, loving it. Check out CCRider. They have a ton of awesome seats. I'm sure you're going to find one for you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and that's going to do it. Ride safe.